So welcome to today's video. You can probably tell from the title, but I basically on Instagram asked y'all for some questions slash advice that y'all have about high school. I am going to be a senior this year, which is crazy. I already know I'm going to get a lot of comments saying you're a senior because I know so many people think I'm like 14, 15 years old. I just turned 17 because my birthday is in the summer, so I'm graduating when I'm 17, but I turn 18 like 2 weeks after I graduate. As soon as I start recording, this group of people come over to my neighbor's house to mow their yard out of every time. It's also raining outside, so if the lighting is weird, that's why. I have had like the highest grades, like mostly all A's, and I've also had a bunch of zeros, missing work. So I've struggled and I've done really good in school, so hopefully this video will help you in some type of way. I know that I wish I would have known some of this stuff, and it's like you hear people say it, but sometimes just hearing the repetition of it just drills it into your head. The best thing I've done in high school, just going to go dance. I've danced my whole life, and having something that gives you like a break from all your work, it just makes you feel like you're doing more instead of just going to school every day than like going home. So finding any hobby is good. It can be something like filming YouTube videos, something that's not related to school because maybe you just don't want to do something related to school. Just find something that will help you when you're stressed, that calms you down, that just makes you feel better. Like, just find a random hobby. It can be something as small as taking walks every day, listening to your favorite music, creating videos. It can be like any team at school, I don't know, some like out of school thing. Just find something that makes you happy that is not schoolwork, because me personally, schoolwork stresses me out. So just knowing that I have something to do that is not schoolwork makes me feel so much better. My biggest regrets so far: every year when I get my schedule, I am that type of person that I'll go to the class and I'm like, okay, this teacher's okay, and then I will hear people complaining about the teacher that had the teacher before, and I'm like, well, maybe it's just them, maybe they just had a problem with the teacher, and maybe this is actually a good teacher. And every single time this happens, I end up doing terrible in that class. I don't like the class. I complain the whole year. As soon as you get your schedule, if there's a teacher you just can already tell you're not going to like, if you can switch out. I care more about the teacher that I have than the like level. Like, if you don't like the teacher, you're not going to do good in their class. Not every teacher works for every kid, because every teacher teaches differently. Some teachers give too much work and then you're just stressed out and you feel like you're learning so much that you just can't comprehend all of it. And some teachers, they don't want to be there. They don't teach enough. Teachers just really shouldn't be teachers. Just find a teacher that you feel like you'll actually benefit from, because you go to school to learn, and if you're learning nothing, then you're just going to school for no reason. How to balance home life, social life, school, and work. So I don't have a job. I've actually struggled with how to balance things, but I would just say allow yourself to have breaks, but also set times where you cannot take breaks. Maybe like, I don't know, work for 10 minutes and take a break. Try not to worry too much about things. Just let things happen as they happen. If any of y'all have any advice, put it down in the comments, because I know some of y'all are older than me, so y'all will probably have better advice than me. I am honestly the worst at finding balance with things, so just go read the comments down below. How do you make friends? If there's just someone you see that you just think your personalities will match, or maybe you'll have something in common, maybe you'll bond over, I don't know, some song or something, or you just compliment someone because you like their outfit. Make sure you become friends with people that you can actually see yourself becoming friends with, because if you feel like you can't talk to the person, then you're not going to be good friends with them. You want to find people that actually, like, their personalities match with you. I know nothing I'm saying is probably making any sense. Just starting conversations when it feels right. Obviously, don't force any conversations. Sometimes it just happens naturally. I would just say the best way to make friends is talk to people that you can actually see yourself being friends with, because some people you just aren't meant to be friends with, and that's okay. Try to become friends with people that you think you'll actually feel comfortable around. Friends come and go, so it's really important that you find people that you actually want to be friends with. You also do not have to be friends with everybody. Just keep that in mind. My braces are like, y'all hear that? How is junior like? Describe it. So as y'all know, or if you're new, you probably don't know, but I had a lot happen my junior year. I had a seizure in February. I was really stressed throughout the year. And then in May, I broke one ankle and I fractured the other ankle. So I couldn't walk because both of my legs were injured. both my ankles were injured. I'm actually still going to physical therapy for this. I'll hopefully get approved soon to actually start dancing again. I had to miss out on a lot of things this summer that were dance related because I can't dance when my ankle isn't strong enough and I don't want to injure myself worse. I had to have surgery on my left ankle. I have a plate and like 6 screws. Junior year was terrible for me. It was so stressful. Obviously everyone's school is different, so you're going to have a different experience than me. Junior year I got so much work and I just couldn't keep up with it. It's like as soon as I got work I would get more before I could even finish it, so I just had a bunch of unfinished work. Make sure to just communicate with your teachers what you're struggling with and hopefully they'll help you. I know a lot of my teachers weren't really that helpful, and when I tried to email them they wouldn't respond, which they're supposed to respond. Yeah, just communicate with your teachers. Find people that have the same classes with you. If you don't understand it from the teacher, maybe they can help you. I struggled so much junior year, but hopefully your junior year is easier. I've heard that it is the hardest, and that kind of makes me happy for this year because I made it through last year. Just keep on going no matter what. Don't give up. Just keep on going. Know that your best is your best and you can't do better than your best, so just try not to stress too much about the little things and do what you can do. I'm not even halfway through the video and I already ran out of storage space, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. I forgot what I was saying, but long story short, I thought it stopped recording and I got really scared but I was just saying things. Just stick to a schedule, but allow yourself to take breaks, because if you don't have breaks you're just going to go crazy. Gotta keep like a balance in between taking breaks and actually doing the work. One asked if being a sophomore is easy. This one is personally hard for me to answer because I did do my whole year online. I got really stressed, had a ton of mental breakdowns, but I think if it was in person it would have been so much easier, so don't be scared of what I'm saying. I'm just saying from my experience, but I've heard that sophomore year is really easy. If I had the work that I had then while I was in person, I know that it would have been a lot easier and I would have not stressed as much. I believe in you. You'll do amazing this year. And if you don't feel like you're doing amazing this year, just come back to this video. Just listen to me telling you that I believe in you. As long as you do your best, even if it doesn't feel like it's enough, just know you're trying. School's hard, so you have to give it to yourself for trying. Someone asked if high school is scary. Personally, I wouldn't really say it's scary. In movies, characters are meant to be like over dramatic or like pursue their character, so they're obviously high school seems more scary through movies, and people that are like filming videos, they have to talk louder so you like get the energy and engage more in their content. So I wouldn't say high school is that scary. You will be okay. You will survive. How are you so confident? Wouldn't say I'm that confident. I know to y'all it might seem like I'm confident, and to people in real life it might seem like I'm confident. My teachers have always told me that I need to be more confident. It's kind of like a fake it till you make it thing. Like most of your insecurities, if it could be like a mental insecurity or like a physical one, most of the things that you're worried about, people love the most about you. Just have to not let those thoughts overcome you and like just try not to think too much about little things. I'm definitely not that confident. I mean, my confidence has grown, but it's kind of like you have to lie to yourself. You have to say, like, even if you don't feel pretty, say I'm pretty. If you know you did terrible and you could have done better, it will say I can do better next time. It's really your mindset. Your mindset is like the most important part of being confident. Once you have like a good mindset, which I definitely don't have a good mindset most of the time. I have many mental breakdowns and panic attacks that you all do not see. To be confident, just work on your mindset. Your mindset is the most important part of being confident. What's my favorite elective? What am I doing with my mouth? Dance. I would just say dance is my favorite elective. I don't feel like it's a class because dance is just dance, if that makes sense. I'm also in this audio video production class where we learned how to edit on, what's that app called? Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope I'm saying the right thing. In 9th grade, we learned Photoshop. I might edit this video on Premiere just because I did get a MacBook and I need to practice editing on that, because editing on my iPhone 7 takes a long time because my phone glitches out. My phone decided to restart in the middle of that for some reason, so hopefully it doesn't cut off again. Next question is prom really that fun? And the answer to this is that my school only lets seniors go, and I'm going to be a senior this year, so I haven't went, but I'm the type of person that goes to dances and I just go just for the pictures, just to dress up in a dress with heels and put makeup on and curl my hair. I'm the type of person that will go, get ready, take pictures, then I'll just go sit while everyone's dancing. Like, I just don't find it fun to be dancing in a crowd of people, even though I know I'm in dance and I've danced my whole life. Just like in that type of situation, I'm not the type of person to just go dance. I just would rather talk to people. So I don't know, my prom I think is at a hotel or something, so I guess that's fun. My phone overheated for the millionth time. Let me remember where I was at. I would like an honorable mention in your video. Hi Illy, if you're watching this. Hi. Are you taking any AP, IB, dual enrollment classes? I don't know what IB is, but I'm not taking dual enrollment classes. I have taken AP classes, and fun fact, I've been in like 3 or 4, and something always happens. Like, I had my ankle surgery on the day of one of my AP tests, and then the other test was like the day after, and last year I got on there a minute too late, so 3. I've been in 3 AP classes and have missed the test, so I've never actually gotten the credit. This year I'm supposed to be in some type of AP, learning AP English class, and I think I might have another one. I'm literally going to be a freshman, but Homeschool Advice about falling behind. I struggled so much my sophomore year because it was online, and I'm just terrible at online things. Since you're going online, I would just say set a schedule, but don't make it like a really strict schedule. Like, allow yourself to have breaks. If you were at in-person school, you would have breaks to go outside, you know, walk around. When you're in in-person school, you have time to go to class, time to leave. I ran out of storage space again, and I'm still not even halfway. So if I make a part 2 to this, that is why, because I haven't gotten to the questions that I want to answer the most. I am back 2 hours later because of technical difficulties. I'm going to answer a few more questions. I definitely will not get to all of them. If y'all want a separate video about just like advice that I have, then comment that down below. This one's an interesting one. Did you have any teachers that you knew didn't like you? I don't think any of my teachers didn't like me, but there are definitely ones that would say things that would bother me, or just like the little comments. Like, I've had a teacher tell me that they've never had a student like me. They'd be like, you try but you never turn anything in, and I was really trying my best, but I was struggling. No matter how many times I tried, it would like take them so long to actually try to help me. And one of my teachers would just make some comments, and I like this teacher, that's why I was in the class, but there'd be like little comments like, oh well, if you're not doing this, it's because you're not trying hard enough, other students get it. They would just, teachers say things that they don't realize affect students. What bothered me about a lot of teachers is just that I was trying the best I could, and I really couldn't do better. Like, I was trying so much that I couldn't go to school some days without crying. One day I had to go to the nurse because I had a really bad panic attack, and my teachers really didn't care. One of my teachers, I was in the middle of a panic attack. I was crying, I was shaking, twitching, and everything. And the teacher literally yelled at me while I was crying, and the nurse had to get me from class because I was texting my mom. But all the teacher cared about was that I turned in this assignment, and we didn't even get a grade for that class. It was like homeroom, but they call it something different, and they got mad because I didn't turn something in, and I was struggling. So I don't think any teachers purposely like didn't like me, but there are definitely teachers that I just didn't for it in their class. I don't know, I just feel like they really didn't care about me. They're just there for the job. What was my favorite year? It would probably be freshman year. It's one of the only years I had. Sophomore year was all online, and junior year I had left a few months early and dealt with so much. So freshman year, even though we left like 2 minutes early because that's like when the pandemic first hit, it was probably my favorite. Hopefully this year goes good. I feel like I am like, I can't talk right now. I just took my seizure medicine, so hopefully that helps a little, because normally it does. What is one thing you're looking forward to your senior year? Honestly, everything. Like, it's my last year. I'm never going to have to see most of those people ever again. It seems to be the easiest. I get to actually think about goals outside of school instead of just like goals that are only about school, and I feel like it'll just be a lot easier. And also, even though we didn't get our schedules yet, I caught it at the right time, and they accidentally had the schedules up, and I only have 6 out of 8 classes, so hopefully I have 2 off periods. I don't have a math, so maybe I only have 1, but still 1 off period would be so good for me because I can just go to dance when I have an off period and work on work. So I'm excited for off periods, basically just like everything, because it seems like the show will be easier. Watch me come back in a few months and be like, that was the worst year ever. Hopefully not. There's someone walking by. Oh, say, can you see by the Dolly lights was so proudly we held. Okay, they're gone. That was such pitchy singing. Is it really the time of your life? Because from what I see, it's not. Honestly, I've heard from so many people, it really isn't. I feel like it's actually supposed to be one of the hardest times of your life. Obviously, there'll be other struggles outside of school, but just a lot. Definitely, for me personally, isn't the time of my life. And I'm just really hopeful for after school because I'll actually be able to do things that I want instead of always focusing on school. And college is kind of different because you can focus on something you're actually interested in instead of like the normal school things you learn. So I don't think it's a time of my life. Hopefully it's not because it wasn't the best. I got a lot of questions about how I've been doing in school. Honestly, I've been doing terrible, which is why I'm giving you this advice because I've struggled so much that I feel like I have some type of good advice. Obviously it's not perfect advice because I struggle a lot and no one's perfect, no one has the perfect advice, everyone is different and everyone learns differently, thinks differently, so it's okay if my advice doesn't help you, but hopefully it helps someone. What was I even talking about? The airplane distracted me. Okay, now I remember. I forgot already. Let me look back at my notes. Oh, how are we doing? Oh. I'll be back in a few minutes. Long story short, school's okay. Like, I love going to school to talk to people. It makes my day. I feel better going to school because I just need the interaction with people. Like, I just love talking, which is why I'm sitting in front of my phone talking to y'all. On the last day of school, my grades went from 0s to like some of them barely passing. Some of them went all the way to 100. So I passed. I got all my credits from last year. So I mean, I passed. So that's all I really care about at the moment. Are there actual bullies? Bullies do exist, but it's not as intense as people make it appear when they word it. Sometimes you don't even realize you're bullying someone. You could just say something simple and you don't even realize how much it affects someone. Just keep in mind, no matter who you're talking to, you do not know what they're going through, what they've been through, and what they are going to go through. Just be careful when you talk to people about what you say because it can really affect someone. Don't be the bully. It's not worth it to bully other people. And if you're watching this and you've bullied people, it's really not worth it. And if you are being bullied, I know it's kind of hard sometimes to tell people. At least tell someone you trust. This kid passed by me and I have no idea what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about bullying. Just know if you're watching this, I love you. I care about you. Don't take anything says too personally. You matter and just, I love you. Okay, this is going to be the last question, I think. Advice for a freshman. I could say so many things, like enough things to fill up another video, but here are a few things I wrote down during my technical difficulties. Okay, it is okay to fail. You will never learn things if you are always doing things inside your comfort zones. Obviously, don't do anything that would harm you or anything, but just try to do things outside your comfort zone. Try new things, new experiences. It's okay to fail. If you do not fail, you are not going to learn anything. Social life, school, work life, just, it's okay to fail. Don't be too harsh on yourself. If you fail a test, you'll still be alive, and it's okay to fail a test. But also still try. Set boundaries with yourself and other people. Don't stress yourself out too much. If you feel uncomfortable or something, just tell someone. Because half the time people don't even realize what they're doing until you tell them how you actually feel. I couldn't say so much, but just don't stress yourself out over the little things. If it is not going to matter once you graduate, just don't worry about it. Just worry about what's happening now. It's not going to matter in a few years. It's really not worth the thought. Just move on from things. As long as you're trying your best and you know it's your best, then it's okay. And sometimes you have to back away from things. Sometimes you have to say, oh, I can't do that. Make sure to take breaks from things, but make sure to also still focus on school. My brother just got home, I think, and that's my brother. This is something really good to end the video off with. I wrote it down in my handy dandy note. Oh, my pen fell. In my handy dandy notebook. Try not to pressure yourself into being someone different than you are to fit in. It makes you end up feeling awful and you have to keep a font up to everyone's standards. Just be yourself and then you'll know who truly likes you for you. And this is so true. There's no one better to be than yourself. So many people out there, so just be yourself. Just don't worry too much about other people's opinions. I mean, still care about people, but just don't let other people's opinions affect you too much. Be yourself. Try not to worry. And yeah, I love you. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you know when to post a video. Comment down below any other back to school videos you would like to see. I'm going to try to be more active now because I got a lot of stressful doctor's appointments and stuff out the way that was like preventing me from filming because I didn't feel good enough to film. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye! I believe in you. Right there. Yes, you. I believe in you. You'll do amazing this year. And if you don't do amazing, that is okay. Okay, I am terrible at ending videos, but bye for real.